everybody, it's Christina from Creations with Christina, and I'm super excited to announce that I have joined the design team to the Cutting Cafe. And what is the Cutting Cafe? Well, it's this fantastic website where you can download and purchase digital stamps and cutting files. So let's get started with our project for today. We're going to be making this cute little tag, April Showers Bring May Flowers, and these images right here I got from the Rain Rain Go Away digital stamp set. So let me just show you how to put that together. First thing we're going to start with is our coloring, and let me just move this out of the way, and I'm just going to start with my Copic markers. I really don't know how to use the Copic markers the proper way, but this is my way. So let's get started. I'm using the B41 powder blue, and this is just a little rain puddle, and I'm just coloring this, and I'm not worrying about staying in the lines because I am going to cut this up. Okay, so that's just my puddle. And let's start with these little rain boots. And I'm going to start with my lighter colors first. And then my next marker I'm going to use is W7, which is warm gray. I always open the wrong ends. Now I'm not going to be very neat with this right now because I already colored a set in and cut them out. It's just that I feel like when I'm doing this I have to have my head right to the image so I don't go out of the lines. And the next color I'm going to use is R27. Wrong end again. And I'm just going to go ahead and color the rest of the rain boots red. And then what I'm going to do is use my R29 and just add some shadowing. Okay. And now what I would do is just take my scissors and go ahead and cut these out. And it would take me forever to cut these out on video because I go really slow because I'm not very good at it. I went ahead and already cut them out. So for the tag, what I did was I have these tags from Staples, and I really didn't want to use this color, so I wanted it to be white. So what I did was I just cut around onto a piece of the Georgia Pacific cardstock, just cut it out, and then I cut another piece, which is a little bit smaller, and I'm going to just trim so that I have the angle, but I'm not worried about it being exact here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, because what I'm going to do now is take my my Tim Holtz edge de-stressor and just fray the edges. Okay, now that I finished the edges, I left the bottom part just plain the way it was. I didn't use the de-stressor on it because I want it to be flat for when I add my ribbon to the bottom. So first what I'm going to do is just go ahead and adhere this right to my tag. And that'll go right on here, just like that. And then we're going to take a piece of the red sticky strip, and I'm going to put a piece going right along the bottom here, and that's what's going to hold our pom-pom ribbon on today. And then I'll go ahead and line my ribbon, and this is just a piece of pom-pom ribbon. And I'm just going to stick that right onto that sticky strip. Just like that. Trim off the end here. Isn't that just the cutest? I love that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and adhere this little puddle right down to the front of my tag. Just like that. And then I'm going to take some dimensionals and pop up my boot. Just like that. Okay. And now I'm going to do the April showers. Now on this one, I used my Nestabilities, my oval scallop Nestabilities, but this time I'm going to use my Stampin' Up! Oval Scallop, or Scallop Oval really. And what I'm going to do next is just to use some warm lipstick Distress ink. And this is just a makeup sponge. I like to have these around for when I'm doing just the edges lightly. Okay, and I'm just going to go add some dimensionals to this as well. And I'm only going to put the dimensionals to one side because this will hang off the tag. And it would help if I put the dimensionals on the right side. Wasn't paying attention. There we go. And that'll go right here. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add a little flower just like this to the tag. And this is just a flower that I made. It's just using the water technique that I used in one of my grunge flowers. So we're just going to go ahead and adhere that down. And I'm just going to use some glossy accents to adhere this down because that's the closest thing I have on hand. And then I'll also add some glossy accents to the center of this because I want to add just a Prima gem to the center. And there's my gem. Oop, flipped upside down. I found with these little ones it's easier to use my tweezers to pick them up than it is my fingers because I just can't seem to pick them up. And then the last thing we're going to do is just add our hole in our fibers for our top of our tag. So let me just grab my Crop-A-Dile, and I'm using the 3/16 side, and I'm just going to go ahead and center this and get a jumbo eyelet. This is a Stampin' Up! Jumbo eyelet. Put that right in there and we'll set it. Just like that. And then the last thing we need to do is just add our fibers. So these are the fibers. And this will be the hard part for me, which is getting them through the hole. I did it. Okay, so that's it. There's our tag. And don't forget to stop by the Cutting Cafe to check out all of the digital stamps that they have to offer and the cutting files. So thanks for watching another episode of Creations with Christine. I'll see you next time. Bye!